Okay, so let's do a final pass on the corrector, and we're going to use this as a reference. We're not going to make it exactly like this, but yeah, we will capture some of the features like the jawbone, like this fat over here. And yeah, let's make this awesome. So the first thing that you can do is adjust the forehead. The forehead, especially male foreheads, has a bump. So just hold control and the draw brush and then scrub this in. Okay, make it round. We also did this in the skull. And then what you want to do is just smooth this. Okay, also you can use the draw shape brush to mark the brow region. Just roughly mark the brow region. We also have the chewing muscles on the side of the jaw. I told you, let's move this a bit behind and just add in the jaw muscles. And you can have this indication that wherever the cheekbone ends, where you see the cheekbone dipping, we have the cheekbone right here. Okay, wherever you see this, you just make a straight line from there. Let me show you, like this, and that is the angle of what the angle of the jawbone is going to be. Jaw muscle is going to be. So just add a lump like this and then smooth it. Smooth it more on behind and then a bit on the front. You will have this jaw muscle. Also push it a bit in. Don't make it too wide. Just the chin a bit. I'm just making a bit flat. And another thing you can do for the chin is just use the draw shape brush and you hold control and then mark this area. Okay, do this and then smooth. It just instantly makes the jaw much better. Also, males usually have a separation in the jaw. Just create a line like this and then smooth it. It doesn't have to be very prominent, but yeah, it is gonna be there when you add it. You can also see it over here. You can also just draw a dimple like this and then smooth it out. Also, some males are gonna have this fat pad over here, very pronounced. So we also made it when we were initially we made it when we dug into the draw brush and then moved down. So we were basically hinting this fat pad over here. So just use the clay strip brush and then you can add a bit of a fat over here and then smooth it. It's really that simple. You can also use the crease brush, tighten these creases. Let's tighten these creases. Let's tighten a bit over here. Let's add a bit more meat in this area and then just smooth it. So it's just a lot of adding details and then smoothing it. And you can see we didn't really need to worry about all the fat pads, all the muscles. We just needed to know the main ones like the jaw muscle, the muscles over here, and the fat pad over here. So these are basically the main things you want to know. And whenever you have a reference, you can just follow your reference and add in the details. So for example, we had the Hellboy reference. Where is it? So you can see all the variety you're going to have. When you see someone with this, when you see someone having this feature, you know, okay, this is a muscle. I should add in a bit more of this muscle. So just add in the muscle and then smooth it. You're going to get this shape. When you see someone has a very prominent line over here, you're going to realize, oh, okay, he has a lot of fat over here. So just add in the fat over here. That is how you're going to make correctors. That is how you're going to study your references. So you just needed to learn the generic face, the main muscles, and yeah, everything else just falls into place. Where's the fat guy? We had a fat guy. Yeah, so we have this fat guy. You see that, okay, this fat guy has a lot of fat over here. So just add a lot of fat over here. You don't really need to know all the fat pads. You just know that this guy has fat pad over here, add fat over here. Easy. Also, where else does he has fat? He has fat below his chin. So just add a lot of meat and then smooth it out. Okay. So it's all gonna be about observing a reference and adding the features. You just needed to learn the generic face. Also, he has, let's look over here. He has fat over here. He has fat over here, and he has separation over here. So use the draw shaft brush, separate it, and then smooth it out. Let's use the crease brush. Let's tighten this area. So I'm just roughly doing this. So you can see that it's really easy. You just have to learn the main things, the main form, everything that we've learned in this course. And you can use all this knowledge to add in the features and make your character look similar to what you want to. Yeah. Let me just undo. I hope I've not run out of undos. Okay. What else? Where's the reference? Where's our reference? Let's look at the third quarter view. So you can see that the third quarter view, we have a much more pronounced cheekbone. You can see over here. Let's just add some meat over here. Not meat, clay. I don't know why I say meat. Also, we can move this in. This is very, very deep. Let's move this in a bit. Let's make the nose a bit more narrow. And you can actually stop over here. This is good enough. Let's look at the ear. Let's adjust the ear a bit. I don't like the shape of the ear. Yeah, this is looking pretty nice. Also, the ears are too big. I noticed this after recording this. So yeah, let's go to the front view and let's bring them in a bit. He looks like an alien, almost like an elf. So let's bring them a bit close. And also from the side view, let's just bring them close to the brow line over here and up so that it touches the nose line. So I noticed this when I was rewatching the entire course. So the following videos might have the ear a bit bigger, but just ignore it, just adjust the size now, and then you should be okay for the next stages as well. So click on the next video. I'll see you there.